It's abundance time. Hello, hello, hello. You are listening to the Manifest on Purpose show. I am your host, Kimbaley. I am here to help you manifest on purpose. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for spending your time and energy with me. Thank you for all of those who you've decided to invite. And thank you for subscribing here and on the website at Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com. The God in me loves the God in you. Thank you so much again for joining. This is going to be something new, something interesting. I'm going to tell you all about it. But before we get into it, let's hear our Astro-Numerology forecast for today, courtesy of Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn and the Star 8 mobile numerology app. It is Thursday, November the 7th. The sun is in Scorpio. The moon is in Capricorn, moving into Aquarius at 5:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a 1 universal month, an 11 universal week, and an 8 universal day. Although today's cosmic is all about making power moves, especially with the movers and shakers. Yet, at the same time, it would be best to keep it under wraps to not draw attention. For it seems you can work better in secret during this 24-hour cycle rather than putting your goals, objectives, and intentions on blast for the whole world to see, when in fact it's not their time yet. Only you at this moment until such times. Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, and those born on the 8th, 17th, and the 26th of the month are likely today's achievers and stand out in the crowds. Once again, that is the Astro-Numerology forecast for today, courtesy of Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn and the Star 8 mobile numerology app. Make sure you get your app so that you can get your forecast every day. You can go to a Star 8 ASTAR, the number 8.com. You can also download it on Google Play or the App Store. You can also go to Linktree/numbers in you, where you will gain access to his other exclusive products and services. 2025 is coming in. 2024 is a wrap. 2025, the year of the nine, is all about transformation, and you need to know if you're going in the right direction. Find out what your year has in store for you. Make sure you get your Astro-Numerology report, and you can get that at Kimbaley, KIMBALEY. This is the yearly forecast, but you can also get your personal forecast, and you can get your compatibility report and your business report as well. Check those out. And if you want to get a little bit deeper into who you are and what your purpose is in life, be sure to book your astronumerology consultation with Kimbaley at KIMBALEY.com. You will not be disappointed. You are invited. I'm inviting you to be my guest on January the 1st, 2025, for the Vision Board Mastery Workshop. This workshop is designed to help you set your intentions, sow your seeds for 2025 so that you can reap the harvest that you desire. This session is designed to help you manifest on purpose for 2025. You will learn the power of visualization. You will learn visualization tips and techniques. You will learn about creating the vision board, and you will actually craft your own vision board for 2025. And you will share and speak it into existence with everyone else as a collective. There's power in the collective. And to conclude, we will also have a collective guided visualization to help you plant your seeds into the fertile soils of 2025. You can just click on the QR code in the corner of the flyer, or you can also go to Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com. I know you're probably wondering, what am I here on a Thursday for? But I thought about how much I love doing the weekly wisdom, just getting in touch with the cards and getting in touch with that energy. It makes me feel great. It's one of the things that I actually love doing. And I was thinking, how can I do more of this? So I have a deck that I don't use very often, and I purchased this deck during the beginning of my law of attraction era. And these are money and the law of attraction cards. I actually have quite a few of their decks, but with this deck, I like it because it has numbers on it. And I thought about it. Why don't I start using these cards to do abundance reading on Thursdays? First and foremost, I don't use these cards much because they focus on money and abundance. And second of all, Thursday is Jupiter Day. So I thought it would be fun to try this out to see how it works. So it is important for you. I need your feedback. Let me know in the comments if it resonates with you. Let me know in the comments if you want me to continue, or let me know in the comments if it's not working for you. So what we're going to do with this is I'm going to read just like I did the wisdom. I'm going to read just like I did the weekly wisdom last week. I'm going to pull a couple overall cards to have a focus on. In fact, I'll just do one. I'm hearing one overall card to do a focus on, and then I'm going to go from the birthday numbers 1 through 9. Let me tell you how to find your birthday number. Your birthday number is the number of the day you were born on. So let's just say that you're born on August the 4th. Your birthday number would be a 4. But let's just say if you were born on a double digit day, such as the 13th, you will add 1 plus 3, and it reduces down to 4. So you're still a birthday number 4. So pay attention from 1 to 9 to find out what the energy is saying about abundance for this general reading. Okay, so I'm just going to get started. It's great that I get to use this deck because I really don't use this deck often, but they are great teaching tools. Very good for teaching how to attract money and abundance. So hopefully we'll get something in our message that helps you. And the card for the week already fell out. Okay, this card equals the number 13. It's number 58. The card says, I can earn money by doing what I love to do. A lot of people, to me, the energy that I'm feeling from this card is there may be someone or some people that feel as if they have the wrong mindset about money. Think about how earlier in school, earlier in childhood, you may have been encouraged. You need to make sure you graduate. You need to go to college. You need to get one of those good government jobs. And a lot of times, these were not the areas in your life you wanted to go in. These were not your real intentions, but you were programmed from the beginning that these would be the best areas for you to go in. But according to this card, it's telling you to take a look at your mindset about money, and not just your mindset about money, it's about how you're willing for that money to come in. And if you're in a state of being where you've taken one of those jobs and you feel like that job is not the right job for you hate going to work every day, you're going to be at a low vibrational state. You're going to be at a low vibrational level. And at that low vibrational level, you cannot attract money to you. So this right here is telling you that in order for you to actually reap the things, the harvest that you want to receive, the best way to do it, the easiest way to do it, and the fastest way to do it is to do something that you love to do. And let's take note of the card number. The card number is 13 in itself. The number 13 talks about power and dominion. You can gain power over that area in your life, over that mindset that there are only certain ways that you can be successful. There are only certain ways that you can receive the abundance that you want to attract in your life. But that number 4 card is telling you you need to weigh your options and think about the different opportunities that are coming into you. So everybody needs to focus on that. Even if you're already in a state of you're doing something that you love to do, then it still does not hurt to pick up things that are different just to see, because you may love that thing more than you love what you're already doing. And definitely, if you don't know whether this thing is for you, or this career choice is for you, or this decision is for you, you need to really sit down and consider, what is it I love to do? I know what they say, but is this how I feel? So you need to consider your mindset in that area. Now we're going to move on to the number 1. You're number 1 if you're born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or the 28th of the month. And let's see what card you get out of here. Okay. 13-4 again. Okay. The question is, what do I want? And why do I want it? This goes back into your intention setting. And I think I shared this before, but there was a particular person that came to me, a client of mine came to me, and she said that she was experiencing some difficulties manifesting. And she was saying that, she set intentions to hit the lottery. And she did hit the lottery, but she only hit the lottery for like $10 or something like that. And she was wondering what went wrong. And that's why I place a focus so much on intention setting. I actually have a course that's coming out on intention setting soon. But the focus is on intention setting, because if you don't know exactly what it is you want, number 1, then you're going to attract anything, And so the first thing I told her, because that is a limiting belief, you want to hit the lottery. So my question was, why do you want it? And that's what this card asks. What do you want and why do you want it? So I asked her, why do you want it? And she was like, because I want a lot of money. And I was like, just because you want a lot of money does not mean you have to automatically just say, I want to get it from the lottery, because you limit your possibilities of how it is to come to you. If your intention is to have a lot of money, if your intention is to be abundant, put a dollar amount on it. Be specific about it. Because when you are specific about it and you leave the doors open for many ways for it to get to you, then it has a better chance for it to come your way. And even if the intention was, I want to hit the lottery, it should have been a price tag behind that. How much would you like to hit the lottery for? So, what I stress to people is put a dollar amount on it, put a tag on it. How much do you want? And why do you want this? Because this why is going to motivate you to move towards it and to align with it. So make sure that you're doing that. And then with that number 13.4, it's really saying the same thing. It's really saying, like, don't be afraid to do something different than everybody else is doing. In order to get something that you never had, you got to do or keep your mind open to the possibilities of things that you have never considered before. So remember that. That's for you, number ones. And we're going to move right on to number 2. So that means if you're born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th of the month, you are a number 2 birthday. Okay. Finally, a different number on this card. This is number 60. The story I tell is the basis of my life. This is the number 60. So with this right here, when I look at this picture, I see a cage on top of somebody's head. And to me, this represents your mindset being caged up. And that's what's going on. This has become the story of your life. And I'm going to give you an example of that. Sometimes you may grow up hearing things in childhood that we hold on to, but don't realize that we're holding on to it. Say, for instance, something like, money is the root of all evil, which is totally not even the scripture. But a lot of people get caught up in that statement and they feel like money is evil. You have to change the way you think about money. And you have to change the way you think about abundance. And that's one of the things I'm hearing now is you have to first accept the reality that abundance is not only money. You can have an abundance of anything. What do you want an abundance of? Do you want an abundance of love? So this is saying that you need to go into the corners of your mind and you need to think about all of those things that you are saying to yourself about money. Because what happens is when you repeat these things over and over again, you are creating a story that your subconscious mind will play out as a reality. One of the things that I don't like to hear people say is the B word. It starts with B, but it sounds like choke. I don't like to hear people say that word, because really, when you think about it, that and money don't even fit together. But that's a negative thing about money that people should cut out. And I had to learn the lesson because somebody was saying to me that Reverend Ike, and I love Reverend Ike, He always said, don't say spend money, say circulate money. And it's just showing how the way we think about money and what it is, or the way we think about abundance and what it is two different things. You need to stop telling yourself a story of not having and begin to tell the story of having it. Now, let me ask you this question. How much does it cost you to dream? Nothing. If it costs you nothing to dream, that means you can dream a big dream and pay the same amount for what you paid for that little dream. So, why won't you start shooting for the stars or shooting for the sun instead of just shooting right where you are? Think about going higher, think about elevating. Don't think about just getting by. Thinking about having more than enough. That's abundance. Okay, so now we're going to get to the number threes. You are a three if you're born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of the month. And number 3, this is your day because this is Jupiter day. Number 3 is ruled by Jupiter. I wonder what number 3 has to say. What you need to focus on, number 3. Let's see. Okay, that was pretty easy. Decisive, I can say that. Number 3, this is the number 10 card, and it says, we are each responsible for the thoughts we think. Hope you can see it a little bit. But what this is really saying, I'm hearing get out of that blame stage of consciousness. It's time to expand, number 3. That's what your number is about, expansion. It's time for you to get out of that blame stage of consciousness. And this right here is a 1 card. This is letting me know it's time for a new beginning. A lot of times people will make up stories to satisfy themselves. I don't have this because this. I don't have that because of this. Excuses. And that's one of the things that, I really never cared too much about excuses or cared too much for excuses for myself, because I always felt like there aren't any excuses. But what this is really saying is you're the responsible party. The life that's around you, what you attract, what you have created, because you are the creator of your own world, your own reality. It's yours, and it starts in the mind. So just like you've created those things that may be limiting, you need to begin to create something different. You need to do like the advice for the number 2s, and you need to create a different story. You need to start thinking about other things. That's why we got the card that said focus on the things that you love to do, because when you're focused on something that you love to do, time flies. Your mind is busy. You don't have time to be down in the dumps. And number 3s, it's important for you to know, because you are expressive. You have the power to speak things into existence. That's why you need to focus on having the healthiest thoughts imaginable. Because when you speak those things, if you think about it long enough, it becomes a belief. And speaking of belief, Esther Hicks is the one that said a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. So when you keep thinking about these negative things, they become beliefs to you. And what do we speak about? We speak about the things we believe in. And with your ability to be expressive, you can end up attracting some of the things that you don't want because of what you have thought about. So be focused on what's on your mind. Media, I'm hearing media, pay attention to how you engage and indulge in media, because a lot of times, if you're listening or watching some of these shows that are always talking about the negative side of reality, after a while, it will become programmed within your mind as well. So, what you need to do is to be into affirmations, positive affirmations. You need to get into these motivational speakers to make sure that your mindset is strong enough to attract that abundance towards you, and not just attract it, because you know when you attract it, it's going to expand. Number three. So that's the important thing for you to remember. Now we're going to move on to the number four, and you are a number four. If you're born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, or the 31st of the month. Okay, number four. Try and play hard to get. Number four got to be different every time. 30. It comes not by magic, it comes by the law of attraction. So, number three, this is another three card, because the number three people are very popular too. So you have to be careful of the people that you attract towards you. If these people are coming in and they're speaking negative to you, number four, then you need to either, number one, find a way to try to raise the vibration of that conversation, or number two, walk away, because it is about your expression. So, number four, this is the classic thing about manifestation. Some people often look at the law of attraction as woo woo, and some people actually look at it as magic. And I don't believe that it's either one. First of all, I know that it is one of our universal laws. That means it's the law that governs our universe, one of them anyway. So, the thing to know in this situation is things are not just falling down in your lap. You're not just going to think a thought and whatever you think is going to manifest right away, unless you've been doing this for a while and you have training on how to do this, or your mindset is in a positive state. It's going to take alignment. You're going to have to align with it. So you can't sit there and think about something negative or express something negative and expect something positive to come towards you. It just does not work that way. So the first and foremost thing that you need to do is you need to check that mindset. And number five, that was quick. Number five, well, five is quick witted anyway, thanks to Mercury. But if you're born on the 5th, the 23rd, or the 14th of the month, you are a number five, and you got the 45 card, which is a 9. It's not my role to make others happy. What's stopping you from your abundance? A lot of people, number fives, can stop you from your abundance. A lot of people are stopped in their tracks by other people, and they are suppressed by the things that they do or they say. But you have to know that in order for them to do that, the person has to allow it. A lot of people allow other people to distract them or get their mind off their money. This card right here is telling me, number five, you need to keep your mind on the prize. You need to keep your mind on your abundance. You need to keep your mind on your riches. You need to focus on that. And they're going to be, or has already been, people in your life that's coming in to distract from that. Wow. So in this case right here, it could be that you're working hard, but someone keeps you stressed out to the point that you are distracted. It could be anything like that. Somebody can come to you and they could be talking about things that they're going about in their, somebody can talk to you and it could be about something that's going on in their lives, but it's negative and it kind of drains you and pull your vibration down. So this is what it's saying. It's saying that, and this is the number 9 card. You got to cut these people out of your life that are here distracting you from your abundance. Number 5. And let's go on to number 6. We're going to do the number 6 if you're born on the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th of the month. Oops. Okay, number 6. You won't be hard to get along with. And number 6, attract the favorite card, her buddy, the number 8. I am the attractor of my experience. This talks about perception, because even though we all seem to be living in the same reality, actually we're in different realities. You perceive the reality you're in through your mind. Your mind might see life in one way and someone else's see it in another way. So this right here is saying that I'm hearing you are every experience. Everything that you experience in your life, you have, or you are that experience, because that is your perception, and your perception comes through your thoughts. So when it comes to attraction, what this is really saying to me is that you don't attract necessarily what you want. You attract who you are. You attract your experience. Whatever you're telling yourself about your abundance, whatever you're telling yourself about your money, is what you're creating in your reality at this current time. So remember that and start changing your experience by changing your perception, or the way that you look at things that's happening in your life. And an example of changing the way that you look at things was what I said about Reverend Ike. You know, he said, don't look at money as spending, look at it as circulating. When you're circulating something, you're moving it around in a constant flow. So that's how you change your perception of things. Wayne Dyer says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So that's for you, number 6. We're going to go on for number 7. The number 7, if you're born on the 7th, the 16th, or the 25th of the month, your birthday number is number 7. Okay, 7s. Okay, I got you 7. 24/6. I want to harmonize, and what I believe is good. Okay, number 7s. I want to harmonize with what I believe is good. 24/6. And it's special that this is the 6th card, number 7, and the 6 is about harmony. What I'm feeling here is you need to harmonize with the things that you don't want to harmonize with. And I'm going to give this example. Say, for instance, when you have to pay bills, some people, they take it so far when they have to have bills. When it comes to that time, they hate to give it up. Or either when you're sowing a seed to somebody, or you're donating somewhere, you know, how do you feel when you donate? How do you feel when you pay your bills? How do you feel when you have to let money go? That's important, because if you feel bad about it, then don't expect for much of it to return. But if you can be in harmony with all of those things, for instance, if you can pay your bills in gratitude and appreciation instead of being grumpy and angry over it, then that happiness is, your vibration is raised. And with your vibrations being raised, you're able to receive at this point. So make sure that whatever you're doing, whether you're paying your bills, whether you're paying a parking ticket, whether you're helping out someone else, make sure that you do it in gratitude, because when you do it in gratitude, it opens the door for seeds to be sown in your life. And sometimes a lot of people don't understand this factor, but a lot of times we expect a lot of times people expect that seeds come back to them, or they will receive in from the same source that they gave to. But a lot of times that's not the case. Just because a certain person sows a seed within you doesn't mean that that one is going to come back and sow into you. So a lot of times people hold grudges like, yeah, I let this person hold this, and that, and they didn't give it back to me. No, just be thankful for it, be grateful for it. Bless your money coming in, but also bless your money going out. Every dime, every time something goes out, you bless it. And when you bless it, more of the same comes back due to your appreciation. That's for you, number 7. And number 8, if you're born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th of the month, let's see. This is so strange, because last time the reading was for number 7, but a number 6 card came up. This time is for number 8, but the number 7 card comes up. In my appreciation, I allow myself to receive wonderful things. Wow, how did I know to say that word? Appreciation. And wow, number 8, I'm going to tell you the same thing. I'm going to, and I know how you feel, number 8. I know how you are. You're a little bit misunderstood. Sometimes it's not easy to get you excited or anything. You are just you're just down to earth, you're grounded, but allow yourself to get to the point where you can just be appreciative for everything, whatever you can send out and whatever comes in. And no matter whether, you're not excited about it or you don't want to see it go, appreciate it, because know that once you release, it gives you room to receive more. So number 8, I want you to be appreciative for everything. And, 8s get a lot of recognition, and 8s have a lot of achievements. And sometimes it kind of like goes on and they're used to it, and they're like, oh, I'm appreciated. And they're like, oh, another award or things of that nature. But Open up your heart to be appreciative. No matter how many times you've been recognized, no matter how many achievements you made, every single time should be received and taken in appreciation. And whatever goes out also needs to be done in appreciation. And we're going to go to 9. This is if you're born on the 9th of the month, the 18th or the 27th. And 9 is so impulsive because the card is already out. And this is the number 3. So the number 9 says, I want to do it big. You're ready to do it big. What? Oh, this card right here, this is the best card that came out all night. This is the number 3 card. And this says, whatever I desire, I can acquire. This right here is talking to you, number 9. This is saying that there's something in the back of your mind that you really want to happen for you. And this is saying also that if you want it long enough, or if you want it bad enough, it's going to come to you. You're about to step into something that, and maybe it's because we're going into this 9 year. This 9 year will favor you. So all of your dreams are about to come through. Some of the things that you've been manifesting or trying to manifest over these last 8 years, these things are coming into fruition at this time. The doors are opening up. It may be things that you have long forgotten about. These things are now about to come to the forefront and be a part or become a part of your reality. But what's going to show whether you desire it or not is your ability to let go of the things that are no longer serving you. You know, when I talk about abundance, I'm talking about a flow. A flow. If something is in your life that's causing a blockage, there's no flow. So this card is guaranteeing you, number 9, if you let go in this cycle right here, this is going to be your greatest cycle yet. Because not only will you experiencing manifesting what you desire, this is going to be the year where it's going to expand as well. This is going to be the year where you're going to be like, wow, I got way more than what I asked for. So number 9s, you're going to have a good year this year. But anyway, that is the end of the card readings. Like I said, if you enjoy this, let me know. I don't want to keep coming on if you're not liking it. So just give me a like and a comment, or comment what birthday number you were, what card, or what resonated with you. And for all of you, make sure that you take that advice and pay attention to it. And as I like to say with my card readings, eat the meat and toss the bones. I learned that from my Caribbean sisters. And what that really means, if it resonates, take it, sure, and use it in your life. Apply it to your life. However, if it doesn't, oh well, it may one day. So I also want to let you know, if you want to go a little bit deeper into your reading personally, then make sure you reach out to Kimbaley.com so that you can get a full consultation. So thank you so much. I love you to life. This is how you manifest on purpose.